Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Live. I'm excited for today's talk. So let me know when you're here. I am Dr. Shelley Nash. I'm a midlife success strategist, and I help women gain self-mastery by really boosting their confidence and self-belief to claim the success that they deserve. And today we are in Living Powerfully with Dr. Shelley Facebook group. So today's topic really comes from something I heard this week from an author and speaker named Price Pritchett. And he said something. I was watching a video of him and he said something and I was just like, that is exactly what I want to talk about on Saturday. So if you get my newsletter, I had said that, I just wait for inspiration for these calls. I wait for guidance. And when it comes, it usually hits me like a flash. Well, that's the topic we're going to talk about on Saturday. So I'm so happy that I heard him say that. And what he said was, getting ready is the graveyard where big dreams go to die. Let me say that one more time. Getting ready is the graveyard where big dreams go to die. Pretty strong statement. How many of your dreams have hit the graveyard? How many of your dreams have you given up on? So, do you struggle with procrastination, indecision, and getting ready to get ready? Have you heard that statement? So maybe you have set your goals for the new year and now it's February and you've lost your mojo, your drive, your determination for the goals that you wanted to achieve. You can kind of feel that your goals are slipping away and you don't even know what to do to get back that mojo drive that you had at the first part of the year. Or maybe you're the type of person that you don't even have a goal. You don't even know what you want. And you just stay in that procrastination and don't even let yourself think about goals as it just feels too overwhelming. So I've been there. And the reason I'm able to talk to you about all of this today is because I've been there. I've been where you are. I have experienced all of these things, and some of them I still do. So, however, I've learned a lot of secrets and some key bits of information that no one ever taught me. So if you're thinking there must be something wrong with me, I just can't get this, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because there's things that you need to understand about yourself and life that no one ever taught you. And most people never learn for their entire life. So even though I had tons of education and I did a lot of self-help work, therapy, personal growth, 12 steps, I still didn't possess these answers to what was going on and what was wrong until really recently, and everything started falling into place. And when it did, I just wanted to help other women to break through to achieve what they desire and what they deserve in their life. So for today, we're talking about your dreams that if you don't go for them, they're going to end up in the graveyard of dreams. And let's revisit this statement that Price Pritchett said that got me so excited about talking to you today about this. Getting ready is the graveyard where big dreams go to die. So do you have a big dream? Maybe you're not even aware of your big dream yet. A lot of people that I coach with are so clouded and unclear in their thinking. They're not able to access their dream, for a few weeks into coaching until we get them more open and more clear-sighted. And so in your big dreams, you can start with one, and then you can just keep expanding it too. But the key is that you want to have a clearly defined big dream that you're going for, and one that you don't have any idea of how you're going to get it. And this is going to cause some fear, and that's okay. You're going to take your fear with you. So, do you have one of those? Let me know if you have one of those. A clearly defined big dream that you're going for, and you have no idea how you're going to get it. And then you have to go for it. You have to begin to take action immediately and be relentless in your pursuit of your big dream. So what happens here? So if you don't have a dream, if you don't have a big goal, then that's where you start. But maybe you are procrastinating taking the action on the big dream. And it's really because procrastination is indecision. So you're hanging out in indecision, not getting anywhere, spinning your wheels. Just everything's always staying the same. And you've gotten so used to procrastinating that you kind of tell yourself that's just how you are. And I know this again because I've been there. I am there at times. And so that's how I'm able to teach you. That's how I'm able to know you, because I am you or have been you. And I just want to help you to the other side where it can be easier. You might have been in setting your big goal or not setting your big goal, or waiting and getting ready to take your steps towards your big goal. You might be in the place of listening to the chatter that's in your mind and unconsciously listening to it, maybe consciously hearing it at times. You probably know what that chatter is, that doesn't want you to change, that wants you to stay the same. And that chatter, is a lot of excuses of your past, maybe that your parents had, that everything that was impressed upon you when you were growing up. We talked about that last week. As as you're growing up, you don't have the ability to reject all the ideas of your parents and the environment. And so you soak it up. So you may hear these excuses. Some of these that I just wrote down quickly is, who do I think I am? Or who do you think you are? Maybe somebody else was telling you, who do you think you are to do that goal? That's crazy. You can't get that. I'll just start tomorrow, next week, or next month. I'm not ready yet to do that big goal. I'm going to do a smaller goal first. I need more information. I don't think I can do it. I've never done it before. What if I fail? And the list goes on and on and on of the excuses. We call them alibis, of the reasons why we don't take a step. We don't go into the big goal. We don't start. We just keep getting ready to start. And remember, getting ready, what did Price Pritchett say? Getting ready, I'm going back to it, is the graveyard where big dreams go to die. So are your dreams headed towards the graveyard? You don't want that. You don't want that, do you? You have to really focus on it to keep going to what you want to achieve. So trying to see where I'm on track. I have lots of notes because I really just wanted to make sure that I got this message to you in the right way. So maybe you're doing this preparing to go for your goal, getting yourself ready to go for your goal. Now that could be, I have a lot of education, like I said before, and sometimes we use education as that getting ready kind of excuse. And if you think about the wealthiest people in the world, many of the wealthiest people in the world didn't have any education, didn't go to high school, didn't go to college. They just had a desire. So Sometimes it's nice to have education. It's nice to have a degree to go for your goal. But what can you do now to to begin your big goal? Even if you are in school, getting some credentials for going towards your big goal. Do not use that as an excuse to not start now. And realize that maybe you don't even need to have that education. When I did massage therapy, luckily in Minnesota, they didn't have to have a license. And I never had a license for 13 years to do massage therapy because I never went to school. I took tons of classes on my own and I was naturally gifted for it, but I never had a license for massage therapy. And then I became a chiropractor and got a license for that. But so if you have a big desire, you don't need all the education that you think you need. And it's a societal paradigm too, that we need that. My mentor, Bob Proctor, had 2 months of high school. 2 months of high school. And there's many, many other people that that are super successful that never went to high school, never went to college. So don't let that stop you. Don't let that trip you up. So the way out of all of this is your ability to make a decision and making a committed decision. When you make a committed decision, you are burning the bridges to the past. You are taking a leap into the unknown, and you take your fear with you. The fear is a sign that the goal is worthy of you, that it's a good goal for you. And have you ever done something? I was thinking back this morning about things that I've done that I've been really scared to do. And it actually turned out not so bad and actually fun and actually that I really loved it and had a blast. But I was so afraid to do it. And I was thinking back to doing a zip line. And I was actually more afraid getting up to the platform. And you stand, you go up the platform and it's really, hard to climb up. And then you get up there and you're standing there and it's like you don't know what's going to happen if you've never done it before. It's the first time you've done a zip line. But to my surprise, as soon as I leaped, I had so much fun. I loved it. I was like looking around and I think that happens with skydiving too. I've heard people say that with skydiving. Once they get out of the plane and are experiencing flying, it's amazing. So think about that with your goals. Like if it's a good goal, you shouldn't know how to do it. If you really want it, your desire is going to actually almost push you to take that leap. And embrace the fear because fear is what they call it, false evidence appearing real. It really is just a vibration in your body, and you can change your fear to excitement really easily. But feeling fear is not a reason to not go for what you really want and go for your goals. Here's another thing to ask yourself. Am I interested in my goal or am I committed to my goal? There's a difference between being interested and committed. This is a statement by Ken Blanchard. And he said, when you're interested, you do things only when it's convenient. Yet when you're committed, you will do it because you are accepting no excuses and you're only going for the results. You're going to do whatever it takes when you're committed. And when you burn the bridges, when you let yourself get in a place where there is no going back, say, for example, you sell your car in order to get your goal. That's like no going back. You're in it. And sometimes we need to do that for ourselves to keep ourselves going. So are you interested in your goal or are you committed to your goal? And I find that the commitment comes when you start to really get clear about who you are, what your purpose is, what your zone of genius is, where you're going, and you have that you tap into this inner drive of passion that just will not stop. You're driven from the inside. You wake up in the morning and you have to get started working on your goal, because it's just driving you. So another thing about decision is that Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, found that of the 500 wealthiest people of the day, this is back in the early 1900s, that the successful people made decisions quickly and rarely changed their mind. And others stayed in indecision, procrastination, and taking a long time to make up their mind to decide, and change their minds often. So the wealthiest people make decisions quickly and rarely change their mind. And I believe that's because they know clearly where they're going, clearly what they want, clearly what their goal is. And so when the opportunity comes to decide on something, they know whether it fits. It either fits or it doesn't fit. And it's a quick decision, yes or no, yes or no. And so they just keep going like that. So you can see that in order to make a decision, there's some prep work for you. But you can, I used to have a terrible time making decisions. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I would ask everyone around me what they thought. I didn't trust myself. I would put things off to the last minute. I used to think I needed days to decide on something. In fact, I made it just about me. I said to myself, it's just who I am. I need 2 or 3 days to decide. And so I would use that as an excuse. But really, it wasn't true. But it made me feel better about myself and better about the fact that I couldn't decide, because I just decided to say to people, I always take 3 days. That's just what I do, but that wasn't the truth, because now I decide instantly. I decide instantly because I know if something fits or if it doesn't fit. And is it scary still? Yes, it's still scary. But I've done it enough times so that I know that, the fear will dissipate after I take the leap. And so it's easier to decide when you know who you are and where you're going, what your purpose is. If that's difficult for you, if you don't know that, that's exactly what my coaching helps people with. So send me a DM and we'll get on a call. So I want you to start making decisions and recognizing that you are already making decisions all day long and seeing them as mini wins. You make a decision to eat lunch. You make a decision to go to the store. You make decisions, and because you're used to making these small decisions, but start being aware that these small decisions are wins, and you're doing it and you're capable of it. So you can start then also telling yourself that I'm great at making decisions based on evidence. I've made decisions all day today, so I'm great at making decisions. And it's easy to make decisions. And I know what I want and decide easily. So affirm to yourself that decisions are easy. I know what I want and I go for my big goals, and I decide easily and effortlessly. So you have to start reframing your mind about decisions and how making decisions is easy for you. Not making decisions is crippling you. And it's also crippling your effectiveness. It's holding you back. It's not allowing you to shine and be the person that you are meant to be. So this is something that you must get down. You must handle this learning how to make decisions process. So let's just review. So we talked about getting ready as being the place where the graveyard where big dreams go to die. So when you're stopping with yourself, when you're hanging out in procrastination, indecision, getting ready to get ready, you're holding back on your life. You're holding back on your dreams. You're living in this limbo land that is not a fun place to be. So you need to start learning to make decisions, decide, I'm going to figure out what I want. I'm going to make a goal. I'm going to make a big goal that I don't know how I'm going to do it. And if you need help, contact me, because this is exactly what I help people do. So with that, I want to tell you just about my newest coaching program that I'm just launching this year. It's called Self Mastery to Riches. It's a foundational course to prepare you for a quantum leap. What is a quantum leap? A quantum leap is something that happens, not in a logical order. You go from step 1 to step 10 without necessarily having to hit all the steps in between. That's what we've been taught in school, by our parents, by society, is that you have to go step by step by step by step. Well, you don't. So self-mastery is required first. So you have to master yourself, build a solid foundation, so that when you are going for your big goals, you're not backsliding. You're not going back and forth and back and forth. So Self-Mastery to Riches, a foundational course for preparing for a quantum leap, helps you to boost your confidence and self-belief so that you can once and for all claim the success that you want and deserve. So this is a program that I am talking about right now because I'm just launching it, just letting people come into it. If it sounds like it might be a good fit for you, if you don't know, let's get on a call. Let's talk about it. Let's see if it's a fit for you. And so I have openings in my schedule this week. Just DM me, let me know. I'm probably sending you a message about it already. If you haven't gotten one from me already, you probably will be. So I'm so happy to have you on the call today. I'm so happy that you're in Living Powerfully with Dr. Shelley, and I hope that you're getting a lot out of the group. Every week we do Saturday Live and a different topic to help you in your life, to help you get the personal power that you need to have the most successful life possible. And I wish you an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week. Let me know if you need anything. And once again, go for your dreams. Bye.